Well, how's it going today, everyone? It's another day. Actually, you're not gonna believe this, but it's actually Friday. The video for Friday hasn't even finished uploading yet, and I'm out starting on the next one. I'm finally getting back ahead of my work again. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Anyway, it's been a really breezy day, so I thought, oh, there might be crashing waves. I can't say that there's crashing waves, but I've been watching a few videos and seeing some pictures that have been kind of inspiring me. So I'm going to the beach. The beaches are still actually open for you to access right now, as long as you're not in groups or having picnics. You can still go and walk, thank goodness. And the beaches locally, the tiny beaches region, they don't require a parking permit for another 7 days. It's not till the 15th that the parking permits come into effect here. Sorry. Random floating cat hair. Anyway, so I am here. We're gonna take a look because I've been feeling inspired by seascapes lately. So I don't have my polarizing filter yet. Funny story about that. The polarizing filter has been supposed to arrive for I don't know how long. A couple weeks now. It was lost in transit. They refunded me for it and said if it happens to show up, you just keep it. And then 2 days later, it actually shows, oh, we're in transit again. So that is coming in the next couple of days, hopefully, but next week because weekend, no shipping. Anyway, it's coming. So I'll get to play with it soon. But my 6-stop filter arrived in 2 days. So I have my 6-stop filter and I haven't actually tried it yet on anything other than making sure that I'm not losing a huge sharpness level by using the filter. It's very nice. So I will probably do a little bit of a review on that filter. I'll tell you about it when I get out there. But for now, we're going to go and take a look and see what we can find. So I'm going to get out of the car. I'm going to get my windbreaker on probably, and we're going to head out and see what happens. Catch you in a minute. So as you may have noticed, I am sporting one of the Nissi 82mm 6-stop ND filters. I'm trying that out for the first time today. Basically, I bought it with my own money. I don't want to really become a photography gear reviewer, but I just want to say, based on my initial impressions, it looks good on the camera. It fits really well, nicely machined. Very thin ring. I was very impressed and slightly concerned because it's so thin. I worry that it will break easily eventually, but on the other hand, it'll be easy to stack filters because I have the polarizer coming. I'll be able to stack them together, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm going to try it today. It's very bright out. I'm not too worried about that, but I want to see if I can get some cloud streaking or some wave blurring. We're going to see what we get here. So, back to it. Alright, so initial impressions are, it's kind of noisy here because there's people doing work on their cottages. But initial impressions of the filter. I like it. 6 stops is not... I chose 6 stops because I own a 10-stop filter and I rarely use it. And I found I use my 5-stop more often. But I wanted a little more versatility, so I went with the 6. So we're going to see. But I'm pretty happy with it. Color shift is negligible. Like, honestly, there's very, very little color shift with it. So I've moved down the beach. There are a few waves. We're going to see what we can find and photograph. So I was getting blinded by the sun there, and all I could see was the nice rippled sand, but the sun went behind a cloud for a second, so it was a bit partially obscured, and I was actually able to see around the glare for a minute. And I saw something, so I'm walking down, because about 200 meters down the beach, there's this lovely tree with some bright yellow, I assume it's the buds of the leaves coming out. It's the only thing I can really think of that could be. So I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna check it out. I think it's worth it because There's the point behind it. There's an island out there in front of me. I've got some options here. I think it's worth it. So we're gonna take a walk. If not, some driftwood. I've got some options here. I've got some workable options. So I'm gonna take a bit of a hike here and see what we get. Alright, I am in what some would be envious of and some would have nightmares of. It is what I call a target-rich environment. I am in a target-rich environment. I have so many possibilities here. So, what I've done, for better or worse, is I've chosen this nice little composition. I've got down low to the ground. Well, not super low to the ground, but I've gotten relatively low. I'm still working with the 6-stop filter. One thing I've noticed with the 6-stop filter is that I have to overexpose by about 2/3 of a stop to get my perfect exposure, which is okay, I don't mind it. I'm working with a 2-second timer on the tripod, f11, ISO 100, 0.4 seconds. It's beautiful because the waves blur just a little bit. They blur just a little bit. It's nice. Unfortunately, the screen's not bright enough for me to actually show it to you right now. But it's just coming out nicely because you get the crashing wave, but it just starts to soften a little bit. The waves aren't really big today anyway, so the bubbles are just starting to blur a little bit. It's really nice. I'm really liking it. I'm going to keep working this scene here, try a few different shots. I'm really happy so far though. Not gonna lie, I think this 6-stop ND is gonna spend a lot of time on the camera. Hopefully I don't wear it out from use. Anyway, so I've got it on the camera here. I've got the camera on vertical now. Same scene, just vertical composition instead of horizontal. I like both actually. Right now I've stopped down to f16 just to get more depth of field for my foreground. So I am now working at 1 second f16 ISO 100. Beautiful. I will be switching over to the 2-second timer in a second, but it's about figuring out the timing of these waves coming in and when I want them. But I'm really happy with how this is coming out so far. This is a beautiful scene. Might actually try ISO 50 at 2 seconds just to get more of that wave blur. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try it. Alright, so I have to admit I am definitely in the middle of a extremely target-rich environment. So, step into my office. I've been working here. Piece of driftwood, 24 mils. I've been shooting it, I've been trying a lot of different things with it. So I started out with the 14 to 24 mil. Started out at 14 mils. Didn't really like it. Went to 16, 18, 24. And at 24 I realized, you know what, this is where it's at. At least that's where it seems to be at right now for this. So I've been working that, just waiting for the sun to come back out, because whenever the sun comes out on it, it casts these beautiful little shadows. These beautiful shadows come up. So I've been working on that, working with that. 24 mil, and I decided, you know what? At 24 mils, I may as well switch back. So I went from the 14 and 24 back over to 24 to 70. I had the 6-stop ND on, and I thought, you know what? Maybe that'll work. I can blur the water in the background a bit more. So I tried it. Thought, okay, that's not bad. I kind of like it. And then I thought, do I need the depth of field that I'm working at? Do I need to be set at... Sorry, got distracted. Saw the light shift. Had to take it. Because now I'm starting to get those little shadows I was talking about. So I gave it a try, and I thought, well, let's try going to 2.8. Let's try 2.8. Try it. Liked it. I figured at that point I'm at 1/60th of a second. The water's not slowing and blurring anymore. ND's off. which is good. I don't mind that. So I'm gonna try a couple different focal lengths now on my subject. Now I'm set up. I like my composition, but I kind of want to try 35 mils. Try it out, see? So we're gonna try a few different things. The light's changing here. The sun's getting lower to the horizon. There's these beautiful, beautiful clouds forming out over the bay. I might try and get something with that and the island. So lots of different things I need to try out here. So I'm gonna get to it. And my final shot for the evening, when I get it set up here, I'm on the sunlit side of the tree. I'm going to shoot it, I think, from waist level roughly. And so it's going to be the tree. It's going to look a bit like this. Roughly. That's the intention, at least. So, we're going to try it. We're going to see what we get. And I'll check back in with you in a second. I don't know if this is serendipitous or not, but as you can see, the sun has gone in behind a small cloud and it's just coming back out. And I've just taken a couple of frames as the light was shifting. Oh, gorgeous. I nailed it. Got it just as the sun was hitting just the tree, but hadn't quite hit the ground yet. Oh, that's beautiful. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely nailed this one. It's got the reflections in the water, so the water in this pond has gone perfectly still. Got all the reflections in it. And I'm not even going to take another frame. I've taken enough now. But that is absolutely stunning. That one is the shot, I think, from today. There will be a few little things, I'll admit. As I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of doing Photoshop work, as far as I don't like to edit things out too much and clean them up too much. There are a couple of signs visible, because it's a public beach. There are a few signs in the background. That is really about it, though. That's really about all I'm going to touch out on this. It's gorgeous. I love it. Today has been one of those shoots that leaves you feeling inspired afterwards. I've just seen so much today. I'm so happy with what I've taken this evening. So I'm going to head out. Yeah, guys, this one has been one of those days. I love it. I'm so happy with it. I hope everyone's having a great day out there, staying safe. I hope you're all keeping well. I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to see you guys next week. Yeah, keep safe, everyone, but stay creative. I'll see you next week, guys. Catch you soon.